Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to show you how to fix a leaking kitchen sink tap or faucet like this one. As you can see, these are quite standard in the UK, and as you can see there's a slight drip. I have already isolated the water because it was quite badly dripping, but this is still step 2 how to do this job. So first of all, I went underneath the kitchen sink and located the isolation valves underneath. So the two pipes following down from the kitchen tap, you want to follow them until you see some isolation valves, and you want to turn them quarter turn so they're in line with the pipe. So I'm choosing a flat bladed screwdriver to do that, and if you can't do this, please contact a local plumber who can do this job for you. You can also turn off your main stopcock. I'll leave a video in the top right hand corner on how to find your stopcock. So with that isolated, what you want to do is pop off these covers here. I must say that every tap is different. This might not suit your tap. You might have grub screws around the back that you need to unscrew. So first of all, I'm going to pop these off, and inside, as you can see, there is a Phillips screw, a tiny Phillips screw. So what you need to do is get yourself a Phillips screwdriver, and lefty loosey, you need to unwind this very carefully. Make sure you don't lose this down the plug hole. So I'm just going to do this on the hot and cold sides. As you see, there's a screw and a little washer. Then you can pull the end of the tap off, like so, and reveal the cartridge inside. I'm just going to do the same again with the cold side, using the Phillips screwdriver to unwind the screw inside. It's always best to do these in pairs. Maybe it's only the cold that's dripping, maybe it's only the hot, but it's always best to do it in pairs, so at least you're covered and they're both sorted. So with both covers removed, like so, your tap should look something like this, with the cartridges inside, which is the brass bit. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to unwind these cartridges. So for this, all you need is a adjustable spanner, and what you're going to need to do is pull anti-clockwise on this. So on the left side it's up, and unspin that. There will be a tiny bit of water here, don't be alarmed, it's just what's inside the tap body. So slowly unwind that. I'm just going to cup my hand behind it and force the water into the sink. Just going to check inside, make sure there's no washers stuck in there and it is all nice and clean. And as you can see, the red washer is on the bottom, so that's not stuck inside the tap. And this is the tap cartridge, which is a ceramic disc cartridge, so they rub on each other to turn the water off and on. So I'm just going to put that to the left hand side of the tap, so I know that is come from the left. Once again, I'm going to do this on the cold side, which is downwards, which is also anti-clockwise. I'm going to turn that out, and once again there's a bit of water. I'm just putting that, as you can see, it's got the blue washer underneath. So what I'm looking for is any markings on the tap cartridge itself to see if there's any indication of what brand it might be or where I can buy them. But lucky for me, I have this cartridge box. This will be in your local plumber's merchant. So at this point you want to take this down to there, and they should have a box like this, and they should find replacement cartridges for your tap. So I'm just going to work out which one it was, which it was this one. I'm going to wind that in, and I'm going to tighten it in. Once again, this is now clockwise. I'm just using an adjustable spanner to wind that in. Don't use too much force tightening these. You just want to tighten it enough so it squeezes the O-ring inside. And then I'm just checking to see that the arm lines up vertical and horizontal when turned. If it doesn't, you may need to use your spanner and just tweak it a little bit forward till it all lines up and the handle sits correctly. So I'm just inserting the red indication washer and just lining this up as it needs to be. So as you can see, you've got to line it up so it sits nicely like so. So I was happy with that. So I'm just reinserting the screw and washer back into the handle of the tap. This can be quite fiddly and take some time to locate it inside the cartridge itself. Make sure you don't cross thread this. And then once again, wind that in and don't go too mad. You just want to nip it up like so. Make sure the handle isn't loose and it hasn't made the handle stiff. So with that done, I'm then going to move on to the cold side, which once again we're going to put the plastic washer there and the cartridge inside. Just double checking it's nice and clean inside and there's nothing blocking the way. I'm going to wind the cartridge in and tighten it once again with the adjustable spanner, which I'll leave a link down below for a nice cheap spanner to get this job done. Once again, I am putting the blue indication washer on the tap. Slide that on, make sure it sits nicely inside the tap. Might need a bit of force to get that on. And then we are going to stick the handle back on. So I'm just going to put it on, twist it all the way forward, then line it up down in the on position. And check I'm happy with how it is sitting. And then this one was a little bit tight, so there might be a bit of grit inside the spindle of the handle. I'm just going to knock that on so it slides up the thread like so. Give that a gentle tap until it slides nicely on. Then you can insert your screw and washer back into the center of the tap. Just starting this off by hand and then finish it off with a hand screwdriver like so. Once again, just nip that up, nothing too forceful, and as you can see, they're nice and free and loose. So with them all connected and the screws nice and tight, you can then go back underneath your kitchen sink or wherever you isolated the water and reinstate the water to the tap. So here it's just these two isolation valves that you can't really see. They're in a bit of an awkward place, but I'm just going to turn them on slowly and let the water go to the tap. So that's now on. As you can see, the water is flowing nicely. I hope this video has helped. If it has, please do like and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of plumbing how-to videos on the channel and plenty of videos that will be useful to you. If this video has helped, do let me know by leaving a comment, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Any questions, leave them in the comments also and I will do my best to get back to you. Please take care and I'll see you around on the next one.